Okay, now the third part of the or the last part of the video recording that or the video presentation is we have in the first two parts we have discussed about the summary, we have discussed about the various pictures where we could link it to the story, we have discussed about the characters, we have discussed about the characters in only two characters we could discuss, Nathu and Sitaram. Now we are going to continue here. The next character that we have is Mrs. Srivastava. Now Mrs. Srivastava is one of the customers of Sitaram, and she recommends her. Now she was recommended by Nathu, by Sitaram, uh, uh, for her work. So what happens is Sitaram recommends her about Nathu because she was actually looking for someone so that she can take some help. So he recommends Nathu and he says, he adds on that he is not being paid on time by the bank. Now this information was taken somewhat differently by Mrs. Srivastava. Now she discloses, Mr. Srivastava discloses this news to her companion or her friend Mrs. Bhushan, and she tells that the condition of the bank is awful because it is not able to pay the workers on time. Now there's a difference, not paying on time and not able to pay on time. When Sitaram told her that the bank has not paid Nathu on time, she took it in a different way and she thought that the bank is not able to pay it on time, right? Bank had the capacity, bank had the capability, but it was refraining. Okay, it didn't want to pay on time. That is why it did not pay. It doesn't mean that the bank did not have enough funds. But Mrs. Srivastava thought the bank did not have, and that's how she broke the news to Mrs. Bhushan. She tells this with no shrewd idea, which at that point makes numerous troubles for the People Nagar Bank and the tumble to the bank. Yes. Now we have said Govind Ram, he was the owner of the bank and he was in Kashmir when this entire pandemonium was taking place. He was not even reachable when the manager tried to call him. So he was actually not aware. Now he's not been shown in the, or he's not been talked much about in the, or shown actually, doesn't have a very active role, but still he's present everywhere in the story. Okay. Now he's the proprietor or the owner of the People Nagar Bank. He is ignorant of the things at People Nagar. He's appreciating. He's appreciating occasions in Kashmir. He's enjoying his days in Kashmir. He isn't seen straightforwardly in the story yet. Has a great deal of significance. As I told you all, very straightforward. He has not been seen. His existence has not been mentioned in the story, but he's been talked a lot about, and he's been talked about by the people, and he has a very important part in the story. At the point when he isn't found at home in the town, everyone thought that the bank has got bankrupt, and he's left the country, he's left the town, he's hanged himself to the tamarind tree. All these assumptions were made by the people. Okay, next in this we are going to talk about the themes. Now themes, it might be new to you all. So themes actually is the subject of a talk. Okay, it's the main subject or the different aspects that the story talks about. It can be different ideas that the story revolves around, or that stories wants to convey to the reader. Okay, or that the story portrays to the reader. Okay, so the idea that recurs in or pervades a work of a art or literature is actually what is themes. Okay, now there are different themes that we can think of. Now you might think that moral values are also almost the same thing, but there's a difference between moral values and themes. If I say that beauty is the theme, okay, beauty is the theme, it is the subject or is the idea that the story is trying to convey, but it's not a moral value, right? Moral value is this is not morally something that we teach to children, or you take it as moral value, right? But if I say honesty can be theme as well as moral value, because honesty is something that people should be honest and we teach that, right? So that is the basic difference between themes and moral values. Now let us discuss the various themes that has been shown in this, or that has been portrayed or shown in this story. Now the theme of discontent. Discontent is dissatisfaction. We see this theme, or we see this dissatisfaction in Nathu because he has not been paid by the bank, and there is no very strong reason for the delay. However, when he is advised by Sitaram, he has not been paid, things through gossip quickly begin to go out of control. Now, this one theme has been discussed. Now, next is people can exaggerate things. Now, we have seen this as well. What we see is how Nathu passes the information to, or Nathu breaks the information to Sitaram. Sitaram passes unknowingly, or not unknowingly, but because there was a context, there was a reason that he passes that information to Mr. Srivastava. But Mr. Srivastava take it in a very different way, and she passes it to Mrs. Bhushan, who panics, and she tells it to Mr. Bhushan, and this is how the word spread, and they exaggerate. You remember that the Seth, this one Govind Ram, he was in holiday, he was on holiday, he was enjoying their holidaying in Kashmir. But what happens exactly? People assume, people think, people exaggerate things by saying that he's left the country. The bird has flown, you remember, if I'm mistaken. So they say that he's left the country, he's hanged himself to tamarind tree, and all those wild assumptions they make. So that is how they exaggerate things. Also, Mrs. Srivastava, she takes the information in a different way. When Sitaram tells that Nathu has not been paid, she thinks that the bank has got bankrupt, and she assumes the financial condition of the bank is poor. Now, next is the story also highlights the power of gossip and rumor mongers, right? We have seen how the rumor mongers, what they do, they spread rumor, and then at the end, what happens? There are a lot of ramifications, there are a lot of consequences, right? And the consequences were not very great. So that's what the power of gossip or rumor mongers is. So we should not try to, or we should try to avoid these kind of things. We should try to avoid to get into a gossip, or we should try to believe in rumor. We should first understand whether it's a rumor or not. Then theme of appearance. Now theme of appearance means you are trying to look something, you're trying to pretend as something, but you're something else totally. If you look at old Ganpat, the beggar, he was showing his distress, and he was showing how uh, pitiable he is, how the condition that he had, the pity condition he had. But he had a crooked leg, and he was a beggar. That means he doesn't have much money. But when he gets the news about the bank going bankrupt, what he does is he walks, not only walks, he runs. That means he was just appearing to have a crooked leg. He was perfectly fine and healthy. Also, we get to know that he had 1,000 saving in the bank, which he wants to save, and he wants to get that money back. So that is also telling us about the appearances that people keep. Next, we have importance of trust. Again, you should always understand whom to trust. Now in this, the theme, it speaks of the people, about the people and the trust issues they had. They were trusting other people whom they have either hardly met or they even don't know. But they did not trust the bank manager who works in the bank day and night, and he very well knows the condition of the bank. But they did not believe him, rather than they trusted or they believed the words of the people in the marketplace. So that is something that the story is portraying. Next is something that the readers might find ironic, is the demise of the bank began with Sitaram's remark to Mrs. Srivastava, yet he had no savings in the bank to worry about. So this is very ironical. Irony is, here, if you see, it is very, very ironical. Irony actually is the expression wherein one's meaning by using that language uh, actually signifies the opposite. Okay, or take, it's like here, if you see, for example, Sitaram was the one who told Mrs. Srivastava about the problems that the bank or problems that Nathu was facing because bank was not paying him on time. And Mrs. Srivastava took it in a different way and the rumor started, right? And at the end, we get to know that Sitaram had no saving at all in the bank. So don't you think this is ironical? This is totally, um, totally opposite of what you should. I mean, what people. This is very ironical actually. So actually, it is the event seems deliberately contrary to what we expect, right? So when if Sitaram is giving that remark, we expect that Sitaram also to have some saving in the bank, but he didn't have anything. He didn't even have an account there. So that is ironical. That's what irony is. Next, The Boy Who Broke the Bank by Ruskin Bond also shows theme of discontent, gossip, appearance, reliance, control, anxiety, panic, and trust. So all these things we have covered almost. Panic and trust is almost one and the same thing. How people panic and anxious, they get anxious. Now the story is ironical. We have discussed how also it is ironical and it points out that the rumors and the gossips are dangerous and destructive. We very well know it. And it shows that it is actually the story is a criticism of crowd psychology and antisocial elements. So we should not indulge in any kind of antisocial elements. And we should not indulge in any kind of gossip because it is very destructive, and you have seen in the story itself how it caused destruction to the bank and the bank totally tumbled. Okay, now this the chapter explanation is done. You might have already watched the video. Soon the notes will be posted to you and you will get the notes. You're supposed to copy it down in your notebook. Also, the textual exercises we are going to discuss in our online session also, and also we are going to provide the answers to those textual questions that are there in your textbook. Okay, so kindly solve all the textual exercises as well, and question answers, of course we are going to send you the notes and you're supposed to copy it. Okay, I hope you've understood it. If in case you face any problem, kindly jot it down. We are going to discuss it in our online sessions. Okay, thank you. Happy learning. Thank you.